Hello students, so I'm going to start the next part of the chapter electricity, and the next topic is factors on which the resistance of a conductor depends. There are three factors. First one is length of the conductor, second is area of the cross section of conductor, third is nature of material of conductor. Resistance depends directly on the length of the conductor, inversely on the area of the conductor. So combining equation 1 and 2, you will end up with equation 3rd. Now I will introduce a constant of proportionality, and that is rho, which is termed as resistivity. It is called the electrical resistivity of the material of a conductor. Now calculating the SI unit of resistivity. Again you can find the value for resistivity as RA upon L. Fine. Now the SI unit of resistance is ohms. For area it is meter square, and for length it is meter. So you will end up with ohm into meter for the SI unit of resistivity. Next topic is combination of resistors. There are two ways of combining the resistors. First one is series and second one is the parallel connection. When resistors are joined from end to end, it is called as combination of resistors in series. As you can see in the diagram, here three resistors of R1 ohm, of R2 ohms and R3 ohms are connected end to end. And I have supplied V as the potential difference. Fine. Now, you will calculate the equivalent resistance for all the three resistors. I have denoted it by RS. Here's the another circuit in which the same current I is flowing and the same potential difference is provided in this circuit also. Now you have to note one point over here, and that is the total voltage will get divided between the three resistors. So let V1 be the voltage supplied to R1, V2 be supplied to R2, and let V3 be supplied to R3. Now you can write V as the sum of V1, V2 and V3. Now applying Ohm's law to this portion of the circuit, which is V1 is equal to IR1. To this portion you will get V2 is equal to IR2 and V3 is equal to IR3. I have written here. Now let RS be the equivalent resistance. Applying Ohm's law to this circuit, you will get V is equal to IRS. Now substituting all the values from these equations into equation 1, you will end up with this result. Taking I common from these three terms, and I will get cancelled from both the sides, and you will get RS is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. Next is the case of resistors in parallel. When resistors are joined in parallel, the reciprocal of the total resistance of the system is equal to the sum of reciprocal of the resistance of resistors. You can see in the diagram here three resistors are connected together between the points X and Y. So this is the parallel combination. Let I be the current flowing through the circuit. Let V be the potential difference provided. Here Rp is the equivalent resistance for all the three resistors, and let the same current flow through both the circuits and the same potential difference be provided to both the circuits. Now in this connection, current will get divided, whereas in series connection voltage gets divided. So in this branch I1 will flow, I2 in this branch and I3 in this branch, whereas V will be supplied to all the three resistors. Applying Ohm's law over this branch, you will get V is equal to I1 R1. Fine. Similarly for all the three branches. As I have told you that the current will get divided, so you can write I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. I have written. Fine. Now applying Ohm's law to the first branch, you can get I1 is equal to V upon R1. As you all know that V is equal to I upon R, so I can be written as V upon R, right? So I have used this form to the second branch and to the third branch, and for the equivalent case, that is for this case, You will get I is equal to V by RP. And substituting these values in the first equation, you will get this. Again taking V common, and then V will get cancelled from both the sides, and you will end up with this equation, that is 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. So that's it for today. Thank you.